guys, Chris here on day 33 of 100 of making comics, where I spend at least 30 minutes a day working on my own creator-owned projects, whether they be my webcomic The Legend of Rock or my creator-owned card game Kill the Hero. It's getting towards the end of the night now, so I've actually done everything I needed to do today, and I got a lot of work done on The Legend of Rock. So last night I said I was going to get started on stuff, which I did. I started penciling page 8 of The Legend of Rock, which came along quite a bit. Still had quite a bit to do on that, so I woke up early this morning and did another about hour's work on it. But last night I was working on a few panels, and some of the character designs started looking a little bit different than what I'd originally been working on, and I thought it'd be a cool thing to talk about today on this episode, was changing character design throughout working while you're working on your books. I'm working on a webcomic, so it's quite a consistent loop rather than doing one big bulk of a comic in one hit. Then publishing it, this is just a page by page thing. I know the process is quite similar, but as I'm going through the pages, things are just progressing more and more as I'm learning. So working on backgrounds and the character design, so the characters are evolving as well. And it was a topic I brought up on Facebook with a few friends, and I got some really interesting feedback. Some people were sort of with it, some were against it. Not in a bad way, but just saying that maybe it's worth waiting until the next story arc begins before changing it. But at the same time, it's just sort of natural progression, and it's not something that's super drastic, but the change is noticeable, but not crazy different. So I'm just sort of going to stick with how it's progressing, and just hopefully it works out well. I've even sort of considered that I'll just keep going at this pace, and then if it is super noticeable when we go to print, that I'll go back to the earlier pages and update the style there with the characters. The backgrounds and such are quite consistent, but it's just the character designs I was a little bit concerned with. But at the same time, I'm super happy with them, and I don't really want to change them back because I'm enjoying them more, and I think in the long run it's going to benefit the book. And being so early on in the story as well, I mean, we're only a book and a half in and we don't have a massive fan base. I think it's going to be safe to make that change early, and that was something Craig Bruin was saying. You know, if you're still developing a fan base and whatnot, then now's probably a good time to do it before you make the changes later on. And it's something we could develop into the story arc as well. We can, put a few jokes in there, and it is that sort of breaking the fourth wall style book as well. So, we've got narrators, we've got the characters talking to the narrators and vice versa. So I think we can work it in pretty well. So yeah, I also managed to get in a little bit of Kill the Hero work, just working on some of the potion designs, which essentially just going to be different bottles. So I was doing a lot of research on old style medicine bottles, as well as just sort of basically dropper containers and such. So that was a bit of fun. Hopefully we'll see more of those. And also did manage to get a few more, we received more cards in the mail for Kill the Hero, so we'll be showing those tomorrow. I've just got to sort of organise what I've actually got and throw them into the deck. But they look really, really awesome. They've got some of the new character designs, as well as some of the ones that a few other people did. So the guest artists, we've got some of the work which are on the cards. So I'll show you guys those tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to keep this one pretty short, and I'm going to head off. And I'll be up again early to do a bit more work on Rock. I just want to finish inking page 8, and then I can get it off to the flutter. And then just get onto the colours. Tomorrow being Friday, the weekend's ahead of us, so I can't wait to relax a little bit. It's going to be good. Alright guys, thanks everyone for watching, liking and commenting on the video. Every little bit's appreciated. And also, before I forget, I've still got 2 days, should be 2 days by now, at least once this video is uploaded, left on the Go Get Funding fundraiser page. So if anyone was looking at helping me out or wants to get a commission, now would be a good time. I'm 89% funded, so I just need a little bit more to get me to that goal. So every little bit helps. So I won't be able to post a link on it, but you can check out my Facebook page where there's a link there, and there'll be a link to the GoFundMe page there. So yeah, check it out if you've got time. Anyway, I'll leave you guys alone. Have a great night, and I'll catch you tomorrow for day 34. Alright, bye.